So I developed a love of thrifting at a very early age. Every Saturday when I was growing up, every Saturday morning, my mother and my stepfather would go yard sailing, and most of the time I would go with them. We'd start out really early. We'd go to the diner. We'd have breakfast, and they'd look through the classifieds and find all the yard sales they wanted to go to. And I had a map book, and I'd plot the route of where we were going to go. It was always fun. Got some really cool stuff. My mother once brought home a box of guitar magazines. I forget which one it was. It was the one with the 5 or 6 different tabs in each issue, and it was like almost a full run from 1980 to 1986, and I learned so many songs out of those. No idea what happened to them, but so I've continued that thrifting tradition. I still, I set up at the flea market. I go to yard sales every weekend when I can. I've included the kids. My youngest is getting really into it, and it's just a lot of fun, a lot of bonding, So when my stepfather had called me and said, I got a couple of guitars for you at a yard sale, I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes, most of the time, it's really, really good. Get some really good stuff. One of the first guitars he ever brought home for me when I was growing up, he said, "Here, I think you can probably use this for parts. I found it in a dumpster." And it was early 80s BC Rich Bitch NJ style. It had the old headstock, like with the 3/3, almost like a Les Paul style. And I was blown away. I was like, this is a vintage guitar. And at the time, in the late 80s, it was considered, a really cool guitar. It still is, I think. But I ended up trading that in the early 90s for a brand new PV Bandit, which I still have, and which actually needs to be recapped. I might try to do that on a future episode here. But, it can go either way. Sometimes, he gets me some really cool stuff, and then other times I hear I'm going to get a guitar, and I get a First Act or something. I don't know what I want to do with this. This has been sitting around for a while, and it reminds me of Willie Nelson's guitar. So, I was thinking, wouldn't that be cool to make a little miniature Willie Nelson guitar out of that? Little trigger? I think that would be cool. I can make like the hole and try to age it to look like that. I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do that. Alright, so you're seeing him for the first time just like I am. He dropped him off on the porch, and I brought him in. And I know this one's a Jay Turser in purple, and I know this one's a Squier Strat Bullet Series in black. But that's about it. They're missing some strings. They are filthy, dirty, sticky, all that good stuff. But I guess let's plug them in, see if they make any kind of noise. Let's see, this would be... that's hot. That's those. Middle. Good. Good. So those, that one works good. Let's try Mr. Squier over here. Nice. Alright, so what should I do with these two fine foreign instruments? I got a couple ideas of maybe customizing them. What do you think? The Jay Turser one I can see needs a nut. That kind of broke off sitting up here. I got a Strat nut here. I don't know if that'll fit. That might. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, just get it cleaned up. I think the Jay Turser maybe, You know, I think this would make a great starter guitar, so maybe I clean this one up and put it out at the flea market. Maybe the other one I customize for the jam room. Yeah, alright, let's start out with the Jay Turser. Alright, first thing, moldy straps gotta go. Those are stuck in the block. Use a finish nail to pop the balls out. There we go. Alright, let's see about getting this old nut out of here.
Against the wall, hoping I bounce right back to you. Yeah, I know we're headed for a wall, hoping we're gonna break on through. Break on through. Break on through. Break on through.
Kind of fits in there. This one's a little newer and a little taller. You know what? Not wide enough. We got about 30-second gap on each side of it. I don't like that. Height's good though. Third option here in my strat pile. I think this might be the winner. Fits in there good. Good width. Height looks okay. Yeah, let's go with that one.
Hoping we're gonna break on through. Break on through. Break on through.
That. Sticky here, fur, rusty and crusty. Alright, let's put that aside. I got my fret checker bob. I'm just gonna see if we have any high frets. If I do, I will mark them with my red Sharpie so you and I can both see them. So I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots of frets that are just too high. And I'm just sighting down the neck just to see if any of the frets are higher than any of the others. And they all look okay. So I don't need my hammer. But I do need my tape.
Everybody here can hear a whisper. Everybody here can tell a lie. One more bullet in the chamber. One last glance into your eyes. Mama, can't you show me how?
I like to use tape so I don't gouge anything. Might seem excessive, but you know, It's preventing me more work down the line if I have to fix a gouged fretboard. And I'm just going to skate this over those marker lines until they disappear. I'm going to check them again. We're low like that.
When you point me to the light to see, light I already should know. I don't know, Mama, can't you show me how? Be a good boy one more time. No, it's not the right way. It's so unkind, so unkind, so unkind. Twist the faith inside a man, twist the birds that feed a man, twist the soul I can't unwind. Never seem to have no time from the race to the end. Still don't know where to begin. Out of time and out of love, out of my mind, I don't give a fuck. Well, I live out in the country, but the city's where I feel I belong. When those bright lights surround me, it makes me wanna move along. I'm headed to Vegas for the weekend, even if I know it's wrong. Staring to the desert sky, there's hidden meanings all around me. Sit and watch the people walk by, they'll never find me. Hiding in Vegas for the weekend, even if I know it's wrong. I don't care how far away you are. In my mind, you are a super.
The fretboard here, I'm going to use a little feed and wax. Got all the nutrients your guitar neck needs. And rub it in.
Staring to the desert sky, there's hidden meanings all around me. Sit and watch the people walk by, they'll never find me.
Alright, so I spread that out, kind of wiped it in, and I got all the excess off. It's a very skim coat that's on there now. Let that dry for like 20 minutes, and then I can buff that off. I'm going to use a little bit of hide glue here to put in this nut. That way it's removable easily if you need to, if this doesn't work. I'm going to put a little bit here on a cotton swab just to kind of brush it on there. I don't want much. Just a nice little skim coat will do. Let's see what we can do about this body. I don't know if this is rust or crud here. But I think I am going to take the bridge off to start with. That thing is jacked down there, wow. Alright, I'm going to clean up the plastics here in the sink with some soapy water and come back to this. We'll start with some deoxit here in this pots switch. Spray it on in there and move it, move it, move it, move it. I'm going to clean all this sludge off of this body here. I'm going to use some Sprayway all-purpose cleaner. It's very powerful, so be careful what you use it on. Typically, if I'm cleaning a clean body, just fingerprints and stuff, I'll use the glass cleaner because it's ammonia-free. But heavy-duty grime, stuff like this, I'm going to use the APC. This would probably be more dramatic with a white rag, huh? Alright, clean white rag. Oh wow, look at that. Wow, you can actually see the graining on the wood here. It's actually kind of cool. The neck had a really cool grain in it too. I was noting that. Hey, it's Jay Turser. I'm trying to give it some good points here. Alright, that's all the bacteria off of there anyway, right? Once we get it back together, we'll give it a final clean with the glass cleaner and a little spray wax. Let's move on to this sucker. That's disgusting. See if that's rust or just junk in there. Let's soak in. Nice. Yeah, that's just gunk. This looks like a soda was spilled on this or something. Yeah, that's looking much better. Alright, so let's get him back in there. So I've recently, with these old guitars, kind of found that just a little bit of sandpaper on where the tip touches, and where the ground jacket sits in there. Just a couple swipes, so making sure you're getting good contact. Yep, there goes my ground. Alright, busting out the soldering iron. How dirty that ended up being. Alright, that pick guard came out really clean. So get that back on together. Before I completely button this up, I just want to make sure everything's still working. Alright, I've decided not to do any mods on this. It's just not worth it. It's, you know, a $30, $40 guitar. I'm going to try to get this into the hands of a beginner. Yeah, I think this will make a great starter guitar. So, I'm going to put 9s on it to start with, so it's a little more comfortable, you know. I did have a back plate that fits pretty good on there, so we'll put that in there too. Since I'm going to go with 9s, I'm only going to need 3 strings, or 3 springs, so that should be fine. We'll do some adjusting on there once I get it in. I cleaned up the bridge, made sure all the hardware is moving freely, so we're good. So I can start stringing it up and do a little setup, and then I can move on to the black Squier. Alright, on to the Squier. First thing, let's get rid of this moldy strap. Thing is gross. Smell it. It's all wrapped around the tuning peg here. Alright. Let's get the strings off of this thing for one. Start there. I was looking this one up. It looks like it's 94 or 95. Still not really a desirable guitar. It's made in Korea. It's kind of when Korea, I think, was first starting to make guitars, and you know, they weren't as good as they are now. Why do all these strings get stuck in the blocks? What's going on? Yeah, those strings might be original. Looking at both of these guitars, there's minimal fret wear on both of them, but there's a whole lot of like scuffs and stuff up here on this end. I'm like wondering if somebody was just like playing with these, you know, like pretending they were Jimi Hendrix or something, like air guitar, but they never actually got played. Alright, this is going to need some parts, so I'm going to dig into my stash, my Strat stash. The little bezels here that go over the tuning pegs, those are gone. I got one there. I do have this MX Magnum that I've been pulling parts off of. This is a vintage guitar, but it's just not desirable. So I'm actually thinking of using this pick guard over here and take it off of here and see how it fits. But definitely I'm going to be taking off the bezels here and reusing those. I have plans for this, but they don't include the 3-rail, the 3 single coils. In fact, I used a couple of these in that Hondo I did. I used the nut on another one. And yeah, a lot of parts I've been using off this one. It's actually got a tilt-o-matic. Wonder if I could put that in one of these guitars coming up here. Huh. Alright, I'm going to take this pick guard off here and see if that lines up. Now, another option is this pick guard that I got when I was doing the waterlogged Squier, and the Wilkinson neck pickup that I got when I was doing the Epiphone bill burst there. But yeah, I don't know how a neck would sound in there, and that's some wiring. It'll look good on there though, right? Let's see how the black one looks here. It's shorter. Yeah, let's see how it looks when I get that off. Maybe I'll just have to go with the white one. It's just too much modding with that one. This one would fit good though. Look good too. It's all that curly. I just don't want to put a neck pickup, you know, a neck humbucker in there. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't know. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, two other options I got here is this blue. And the other one I have here is this reddish color. I've had this around for so long, I would love to get rid of it. Yeah, I think I might do this one. I feel like this is just too bright for it, but that's subtle. Yeah, let's do that. That settles it. Custom pick guard. I'm going to put a couple of screws back in here to hold all these electronics in while I flip this thing about. Neck looks pretty straight and flat. I am going to go through the frets. Put the body side for now.
There's a dark cloud hanging over me. Goes wherever I go. When you point me to the light to see, light I already should know. I don't know.
These are a little tight coming off that other guitar, so I'm just going to use a socket here to kind of press them in. If they don't want to get pressed, I might have to give them a tap. It's weird how those things were missing. I mean, you know, with the strings on. Alright, the neck looks awesome. Cleaned up really nice. I'm going to move on to that pick guard and we can start putting it back together. Last time I ran a custom pick guard for the Squier, the waterlogged one, I tried to run it slow and it just ended up melting the plastic and creating a mess. So I'm going to try to run this one quick in like one cut. I'm going to leave the dust jacket off so you can kind of see what's going on. So let's do that now.
Sometimes ain't all what it seems. Sunshine, shine your light on me. Welcome to the situation. You got a room with a view.
I decided to do this in 3 cuts. I was going to do the bevels for the screws afterwards with a drill, but I think I'll get them more accurate if I do them this way. Anything that's not perfect I can clean up with the drill afterwards. So.
There's an exit in the back now, one that you'll never know. Oh no, no, no. So very nice to meet you. All that you show.
Alright, those look perfect. I want to make sure that the last cut, when I'm cutting it out, doesn't move it anywhere. I'm going to put a screw in, maybe right here. And maybe another one. Put them somewhere where they're not going to get the chance of getting hit by that bit as it comes around. I think those two pickup holes will do good. This is the bit that makes me nervous. The last time I ran it was the one that, this is the one that melted. So, sucks to get almost through an entire carve and then all of a sudden you're fighting that the last bit. That's life though, huh? Alright, fingers crossed. That pick guard looks awesome, came out great, fits on there perfect. I really like the color. I've had this piece for a while and I didn't really have a project to use it on, but I think this is going to be great. Yeah, I like that a lot. I was looking at some pickup covers that I have here. I wanted to do black, but I've only got one black one. And I got a pink one too, but that's not going to work. Tons of white ones. I tried to do a Hydro Dip, but that was a total fail. I'll show you that. I think I had too much paint and it just all kind of mushed up on top, looked like finger paints. But deeper in my Strat stash, I had these 3 chrome ones that I got for another project, and they actually didn't fit the pickups, and all 3 of these fit these pickups, so I think I'm going to go with the chrome ones. And so yeah, I'm at the point I guess where I can put this back together. I'm going to put 10s on it. I think that'd be good for this guitar. And I got everything all set up. Haven't really decided on knobs yet. I'm going to see when I get this all back together. I have some silver knobs that might even be cool too. So yeah, I'm going to start putting it together. And I just wanted to time myself, see how long it takes me to put together a Strat. So I'll put this over here. There we go. Alright. It's Strat time. Start with cleaning it up. Well, you know what you want to see right here? You're gonna love this. You want to see the cellophane getting pulled off of this, right? There's only one layer on that one. Sometimes they give you two. Got one there. Alright, so that killed a minute. Let's clean it up. I'm going to use some Sprayway all-purpose cleaner. This thing is pretty dirty.
Cast you out in the name of the King. Silence, demons, I cast you out in the name of the King.
It's all cleaned up. The chrome fit on there really nice. Just finding I need to drill out a little more for the pickup screws.
Nothing there that stands in the way. Into this abyss we fly. Into this abyss we fade. Bye bye love. No, I can't stay too long.
The ground tying the three knobs together ends up being really tight because my holes are spaced slightly farther apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unsolder the two grounds on the top, and yeah, a way to work on this. Maybe like that. There we go. Yeah, so these three grounds are really tight, so I'm going to release the tension on those with the soldering iron. That thing heats up pretty fast. What else can I do here? Well, that's heating up. Tighten these up. Start bringing these up higher too. bring them up just a little higher than the pick guard for now. Set them when I get the strings on. Just feel that tension just let out of there. Before I go too crazy, let me make sure that this all still works after all that poking and prodding I was doing. Alright, that should be bridge. Yeah. Should be middle. Yep. Neck. Yep. And everybody's working.
Down, but I suspect my legs and feet just won't connect. Then I see you there, your face lit by the candlelight. There's something about the way the light shines off your eyes. It makes the table spin, makes the table spin just right.
Alright, the neck is set in there pretty good. It's got a nice trajectory this way. It's nice and flat this over the top. I just want to set my string height now. I've got the bridge balanced in the trim. Come down some. That wasn't bad, just over an hour. Just got to tie them up here. So let's talk trem covers. Since this purple one has the white theme and a black trem cover, and this one's got the darker theme, then I think I'm going to swap them. It's actually a couple days after I finished this purple one, and I've been playing it. It's really, really fun. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. It feels a lot like a Mustang. You know, it's got that smaller scale, and it's super, super light too.
I'm your prisoner.
Nice. Kind of goes with that. Much better. And it goes with that much better too, I think. I got two choices of knobs here. Actually, I got four. I got white, I got black, and I got a crap load of these chrome ones, and a couple of like these gunmetal type ones. And so I almost was thinking, my original plan was chrome on the tones, gunmetal on the volume. And then I got these, which came, somebody bought them for a Gibson. And I don't know. I just think it's too orange, even though there's a lot of orange in here. So, I don't think they look bad, but the black one's on there. Those look really good too. White ones, they look just fine too. And my chromes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with these for now. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's save these ones for something else. And I thought I had a switch topper here somewhere. It was in black. I gotta clean up anyway, maybe it'll turn up. Found it. It was on the floor. Luckily I didn't vacuum it up. Nice. Ready to rock and roll! Alright, they're both done. They're both players now. The purple one, yeah, I realized there was a crack here afterwards, so that's gonna take down its already non-existent value. Really happy with the bullet here. What the future holds for these two, I don't know. This one I might put out at the flea market and, you know, take the first 40 bucks that comes my way. And, you know, if it's a young kid starting out, I'll give it to him for 20. So, but it's a player. It works nice. And I like the small scale of it. The Bullet might keep around for a little while. Really like the looks of it. And just playing it for a couple minutes, I think that it might need a couple tweaks here and there, but it's I think this is a player. This could be like a stage type guitar. So, but we'll see. Really like the chrome theme and the tortoise shell. I'm super happy I got this tortoise shell on something because it's been here for a long time. I just couldn't find anything that it really matched with. But I'm gonna bring these to the jam room for the meantime. Let people piddle around on them and beat them up and put them through their paces and see if there's any tweaks I need to make before I move them on to the next owner. So I want to thank you for joining me. Give me a thumbs up for filming it for you. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.